We frequently go to tremendous lengths to convince others that we are deserving of their love, respect, and time. But what if I told you that you don't have to convince anyone of anything? What if I told you that you are sufficient in your current state? Would you trust me? In this video, we'll look at 15 reasons why you have absolutely no need to impress anyone. Continue watching if you're ready to enter the liberating and rewarding realm of authenticity and self-acceptance. Number 1. You can't control how other people see you. In the end, you can't make others think or act a certain way, no matter how hard you try. It can seem like you're putting yourself through countless hoops to impress those around you when you're not feeling confident or like you have much to prove. You put all of your effort on proving how effective, witty, or interesting you are, stopping at nothing. Try to keep in mind that you will never be able to impress everyone. They have already formed an opinion and are either too obstinate or envious to change it. Spend your energy on how you feel about yourself rather than trying to influence how other people perceive you. What matters in life is that. Number 2. The people you're comparing yourself to aren't real. Online personas are exactly that, personas, a selection of life's high points that also includes a strong filter. You're setting yourself up for sorrow if you're the type of person who constantly compares oneself to their friends and the individuals they follow online. You are making a comparison between your real life and the improved, incompletely honest lifestyles of online users. Avoid utilizing the Instagrams of other people as timetables or success metrics for your own objectives. Keep in mind that you can only see what other people choose to reveal to you. Remember that everyone around you is feeling the same way the next time you feel the need to prove something to them. Number 3. Their parameters for success are always changing. It won't take you long to realize how much society has changed since your parents or grandparents were young if you talk to them. For instance, in the past, women's chances of success were mostly based on having male heirs. Next came the ability to vote and work. Now, the ideal is to be a working mother with a flawless physique who has it all. There is no point in getting mired down and trying to achieve any one notion of success because societal norms and expectations are continuously shifting. Instead, consider what your definition of success is. That's the most reliable, opportunity-rich, and interesting way to live. Do it at your own pace and on your terms. Number 4. It's your life, not theirs. You are the only one who can decide how to live and what is best for you. Many of us focus so much on meeting other people's expectations that we lose sight of what we truly want and need in life. Life is too short to waste time thinking about what other people want or expect from you. It's just not worth it if it doesn't make you happy or if it compromises your health. You have your life to live at whatever you wish. The key to success is happiness, so make a commitment to it and don't let social pressure to fit in get in the way. Number 5. You're the one who must live with your choices. Making judgments you believe other people would respect is great, but what happens after that? The burden of the consequences falls on you, not on them. You'll wind up living with results that you don't necessarily desire or know how to handle if you spend your life for other people or to prove certain things. If it doesn't make you feel good, don't try to impress others. Number 6. Life is a constant journey of self-improvement. When you constantly compare yourself to others or feel the need to prove yourself, it can sometimes feel like you're failing. When we're trying to impress others, we could neglect to consider the actual situation. We become so mired in these impressions that we fail to notice the internal growth. Don't feel like you're being judged because you didn't obtain the promotion you sought. Consider what that implies for you and how you might benefit from the experience rather than what other people think. Life is about development, and going through difficult times helps us become our strongest, most brave selves. Accept it. Number 7. Only you know what sets your soul on fire. Never base your decision on how your life will appear to others. Instead, consider how it will make you feel. We're supposed to follow so many predetermined pathways, such as attending college, getting married and having children by the time we're 30, buying a home, and building savings. These aren't the only options available, even though they may be successful for some people. The best way to achieve success is to do what makes you happy. You'll be more successful if you follow your heart than someone with millions in the bank but no passion for life. Number 8. Success means different things to different people. It might be challenging to reject social standards and conventional ideas of success. Having said that, when you make your own decisions about what success means to you, your life becomes a lot more joyful. You get to choose what's important to you, and you get to determine what benchmarks and expectations you want to be held to. Others might think that being successful entails having a successful career, being in a committed relationship, or having children. Make those things a goal if they are important to you. If not, continue. Keep in mind that there are numerous variations of the dream life, and it is up to you to choose the one you desire most and move in that direction. Number 9. Other people might be jealous. The fact that a lot of criticism or judgment is motivated by jealousy is among the key justifications for letting go of other people's perceptions of your life. Do you have a friend that criticizes you for always being on the go? They're probably envious since they've been in a failed relationship for a long time and wish they could enjoy being single. For a variety of reasons, you've undoubtedly experienced it yourself. Jealousy can creep into our brains. You may have insulted someone because you feel jealous of what they possess. This will also be done to you by others. Number 10. Materialism means nothing. Don't pretend to be wealthy while going broke. This is such a strong message that we could just leave it at that. However, there is a lot to say, and changing one's perspective is crucial. Many of us work hard to project a certain picture of ourselves, yet the reality is often different when we're alone. Perhaps you are paying for meals you cannot afford in order to keep up with your buddies. Perhaps you're posting about holidays that you secretly spent your entire credit limit on in order to appear prosperous and hip. It's acceptable to decide what debts are worthwhile for you to incur, but make sure you do it out of personal motivation and not concern for how it will appear to others. Number 11. You know your own limitations. You are aware of your limitations. Everyone faces difficulties. Try to keep in mind that others also have areas they need to improve on if you are struggling with something and scared that others will criticize you for it. When you are unable to complete a task because you find a particular aspect of it difficult, it might feel isolated or demoralizing. The truth is that everyone goes through this, albeit for various reasons. You worry that others will judge you, yet they have their own struggles and limitations as well. You'll be able to see that this is all a part of being human when you give yourself a break. Number 12. You don't need external validation. What would happen if we simply stopped relying on outside validation? Scary? We all put so much pressure on ourselves to be successful, happy, and flawless. And that makes sense. However, focusing on earning likes on your expertly managed Instagram pictures might become a little obsession. For men, everything starts to get worse. Therefore, it makes sense that we would become more dependent on outside approval to make us feel good when we mix the pressure we put on ourselves with the pressure from those around us. Consider how you can make yourself feel good rather than concentrating on how other people can make you feel. What gives you a sense of worth? Where do you find your sense of worth? If you enjoy cooking, set a food-related goal for yourself, such as tackling a challenging recipe, and savor the satisfaction of accomplishing it. If you're physically active, set a physical challenge for yourself and notice how satisfying it is to succeed. Your concern about proving yourself to others will decrease the more you can rely on yourself and your activities to make you feel good. Number 13. We all move at our own pace. When all you see on social media is your peers achieving your life goals before you, it can be difficult to keep this in mind. It can serve as a continual reminder of who is achieving what and when. If your buddy circle is packed with new mothers and your calendar is jam-packed with weddings. Accept that everyone moves at their own pace and on their own timeline, rather than getting caught up in expectations. You won't always want to do what's right for other people if it doesn't benefit you. Life is all about timing, and a huge part of that is realizing you can't always have control over everything. Things take place when you're ready for them to, and everyone's version of that is different. Number 14. The people who matter won't need you to prove anything. You might not be surrounded by the appropriate people if you feel like you're always trying to impress those around you. Without you having to work hard to show it, those who love you and are deserving of your time and effort already know how awesome you are. It could be time to reconsider your friendship if the pals you hang out with don't understand how amazing you are, or if you feel under pressure to live up to their expectations. You deserve to be surrounded by individuals who are self-aware and would never cause you to doubt your value. You don't have to constantly be on guard or put on a display to convince others of your greatness. Number 15. You can't please everyone. Dita Von Teese once said, "You can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, and there's still going to be somebody who hates peaches." And we couldn't agree more. There will always be people who disagree with you or your values. Who are you attempting to prove yourself to, when you stop and think about it? Your spouse, close friends, relatives, or coworkers? The problem with that is that they'll all have different success criteria and different priorities. It's not your obligation to make people happy in the first place, thus it's impossible to make everyone happy all the time. You risk losing sight of who you are, what you enjoy, and what you want out of life if you constantly strive to prove yourself to other people. No matter how hard you try, you'll never be able to make everyone happy, since they won't all see things exactly the same as you or as they do. One of the best things you can do for yourself is to distance yourself from society conventions and outside affirmation, despite the steep learning curve that might accompany this. Although we can't guarantee it will be simple, the effort will be worthwhile. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe for Life Issues channel, a channel for all social issues that you may face every day.